With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Report.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game, because all week long there's been
and pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down. Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's Williams to return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone, and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Go. Get out. Go.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He's got it to the 43 here. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Jackson going to shift him around.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked watching film. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
No, we change it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
To throw is gone. This one swung out to Montgomery. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. It didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Goff now looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Goff now looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Montgomery is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current number 1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Shifts by him. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A give right side for Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
This is a half for not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. Give him 18 on the play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And quickly, they get to the line. Play action. Now Jackson. And the Lions loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lamar changing the look.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. There he goes, left side. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done. Still a great return and very good field position.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. It's Williams on the catch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Goff. tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action with Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jackson on second down. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now. Another run for Gibbs here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, here's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That third down conversion good for 23.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, here's Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they run with Harris off the option. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Jackson on first down. He finds his target, Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now Lamar changing the play.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. Touchdown! Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 70. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.